Well, hello, my friends. Welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca Gabriel, and I am looking forward to doing your reading for the month of February, and this is for Capricorn. So, Capricorn, I hope you are doing well. I have some cards here. I'm just going to pull a few of the cards from the Energy Oracle deck just to see what is going on with your energy. What's the vibe for you for this month of February for Capricorn? So thank you, spirit guides and angels, for your guidance for Capricorn in this month. What's coming up for them? Well, I see a little bit of adjustment going on, perhaps some things where you are exploring your options. We've got adjacent possibilities. So straight away, Capricorn, I'm getting a sense that you are looking for alternatives, some options, because there's been a few challenges with regards to past relationships. And with the first chakra here, we've got Archangel Michael here. What I'm sensing is that it's almost like going back to basics, needing to feel healed, to recover and build a new foundation. And you've been exploring different ways of doing this, Capricorn, looking at alternative options for you, wondering what that is, with the purpose of wanting to move on and to do your best. But I do feel that there is a struggle there for you in terms of a significant relationship. We've got things not feeling quite so kosher. We've got the hostilities card here, so perhaps there's a little bit of an upset. Expectations are not being met at this time, and it's put you in a place of feeling like you need to protect yourself and to ensure that your basic needs are met. And that is a really good focus to have, Capricorn. So by all means, looking at your situation through a different lens is going to really help you, rather than perhaps looking at the same road and repeated patterns, Capricorn. It would seem that it's time to find different ways of moving forward. Now, I'd like to pull some cards from my Crystal Oracle, my Crystal Tarot deck here, just to see if we can get some clarification around these cards for you. Alrighty, so Capricorn, this really is a month of trusting your intuition, Capricorn, because initially the path leading up to now, it has felt like you haven't had any options. So with the Eight of Swords here, you felt quite stuck in your thoughts, stuck in terms of how do I solve this? How do I move forward? And that's why Spirit has been encouraging you to look through a different lens for yourself. Look at alternative pathways, different ways of being, different ways of seeing your situation, and perhaps what you believe is going to give you that beautiful sense of grounded certainty and stability in your life. So this is about you discovering new ways of trusting yourself, to help you move forward and to release you from what has been binding you and keeping you in a pattern of feeling sad, or that your expectations are not going to be met. So again, we've got another confirmation card. The Hangman here. This is really asking you, you've got to flip this around. It truly means you've got to have a different perspective, different beliefs and thoughts, a different approach altogether when it comes to relationships and significant relationships, that romantic relationship that you are looking for, that you believe is going to keep you grounded, meet your needs in life, the things that you are very much on your heart. So the way forward, Capricorn, is to trust yourself. We have the High Priestess card here. Now, this is indicating you have that wisdom. You just need to listen to it more. Listen to your higher self of what you know is right for you. When we go back to repeating old patterns because of fear, and this is really what is happening here, we remain stuck and in a loop. So to break free from that, you need to look at your current situation differently. So in the month of February, Spirit is saying, come on, you can do this. It's time to listen to your higher wisdom and your higher self that is going to guide you to alternative pathways and a new way of seeing things in your life. And you know what? You do break free from feeling that pain within you that is quite self-inflicted, I feel. You know, sometimes we may attract a nasty conversation or a disappointing situation, but really it's because of the energy that you've been holding within you for so long that you're actually starting to wound yourself and cause yourself more unnecessary pain. So don't blame the externals. Don't blame other people, what they bring to you. This is really about you trusting yourself and coming back to your truth and trusting that. And as you do that, you get incredible clarity and a fresh start. Inspiration comes to you, new ideas, and a real sense of determination to move forward, Capricorn. Now that's what I like to hear. Let's pull some more tarot cards for you, Capricorn, to see how this progresses. Any other guidance here in terms of relationships? And really this is about reframing your thinking around things that have been quite challenging so that you can release yourself from that sense of entrapment and not having any progress. But you can do this with determination, Capricorn, in the month of February. I want you to remember that word, determination, because even though you are feeling like you can't see your way forward, Spirit says that with the Two of Swords, you can see when you trust your intuition. Now, this came in reverse, which means that it is time to focus more on what you intuitively know is right, and you hear it, you feel it, you know, you get that message. But I think there's been for quite some time a tendency to ignore that inner voice. The Spirit is saying, look, take heart. There is progress happening, and even though it feels slow and that it's never coming, it certainly is. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest energy in the deck, but nevertheless, it is still progress. And that word determination is keep going, but trust in yourself to make the choices and decisions for you that you know are right for you. Now, we have the Six of Cups that comes that when you finally take care of your needs, as we do with the root chakra here, you listen to your higher self and your intuition, we end up with harmony. Okay, Six of Cups here. This is when things start to balance out, even out for you. Karma comes back around to give you what you need. And it's really recognizing you are in control of your inner world and how you feel, which then, of course, manifests your outer world. So we're aiming for peace, harmony, resolution in a way that's going to enable you to move forward and manage your health and well-being at the same time. And as you do that, we do get that harmony, Two of Cups. So let's explore what this Two of Cups is, because I feel like there is a new beginning here for you. Once you are able to release those persistent, stubborn patterns that I'm seeing coming up here, that's just kept you trapped, and it truly has been the way you've been thinking about things. When you let that go, you no longer feel that pain in your heart and that conflict within, and you have a fresh lease on life. You have a fresh perspective, and this is when harmony returns to your life, my friends. Okay, let's pull some cards around I'd like to get some clarification around that Two of Cups. Let's do that for you, Capricorn. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Give us some more information around the Two of Cups. I do feel that things start to, as you listen to your higher self, excuse me, Capricorn, I feel that good fortune starts to come your way, because we've got this fish leaping out of the water here in a rainbow, and it just feels like all of the things that you've been working on for so long and felt that you weren't making any progress, and it can be beyond just the relationship. It can be things where you are in partnership with other people, so that could be a work situation, or it could be what that agreement with your higher self in terms of your personal goals. I feel that these things are starting to improve for you, and you are starting to finally see that breakthrough. Yeah. So we got the High Priestess card coming out again in this different deck, which is lovely. So it is embracing this new energy of setting yourself free, and truly, Capricorn, this is something that you have to realize is a choice. It's a choice for you to set yourself free. Are you prepared to do that? To set yourself free and to think through, to see your world differently, really is what I want to say. And as you do, we have the Seven of Cups. So this is now in those early stages of being very discerning about what's most important to you. This is about being choosy. This is about looking at what you have in your life, being grateful for what you have, but really being discerning in terms of what you know is best for you and focusing on that. Yes, and with that, it gives you this sense of being able to take steps forward, to begin on a new path, to start to see progress. So with the Page of Wands, this is making a bold step forward for you to begin things that are going to be more sustainable and more long-lasting in terms of happiness, fulfillment. I even get the sense of just improving your standard of living as well. So you're doing everything that you know how to be proactive and take the initiative to improve your life, and even to approach life with a different style of communication is what I'm getting, because the old way didn't bring you much joy at all with the Nine of Wands, and that was in reverse. So we know that you are finally having that breakthrough and things are becoming easier for you. So that cycle of feeling a lack of progress, feeling the tiredness and exhaustion of the way things had been feeling and working out, this is now going to become a thing of the past for you, Capricorn. All right, let's pull some cards here from my Druid deck, from the Druid Tarot here for you, Capricorn. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Anything else we have for the month of February? Here we go. If you are enjoying this reading, please leave me a comment and let me know. It really does help me to know that I am making a difference to your life. And it helps me to grow my channel as well, my friends. Here we go. We do have the Lovers card here. We have the Five of Swords. Now, both of these were in reverse. So it may be even that you are taking a break from what has been. So I won't show you the full picture of this particular card. We've got these people here lying down. It was in reverse. I kind of feel that things just weren't working out for quite some time, and they felt very disappointing. But things are moving forward in the right direction for you. Again, I do feel, Capricorn, this is a change of focus for those things that you've had to let go of and you realize are done. This is more about, let's no longer focus there. Let's focus on things that are going to bring you lightness in your life and help you to move forward. So there is a lot of releasing still happening in the early parts of February for you. And then it just keeps getting better and better. King of Cups. So let's just backtrack track a little bit, and I am going to remind you. Ace of Swords, a new beginning, which is fantastic. Two of Cups, things are coming into alignment. Things are finally starting to feel like they're improving. We have the High Priestess card here. Really trusting yourself. Set yourself free, my dear friends, because life is getting better with the Seven of Cups, and you are taking it upon yourself to take action. You're not sitting around waiting. You're being decisive. You're making choices and decisions to move on. And with that King of Cups, it just keeps getting better. So this really, I feel, is as a result of your efforts and your determination to build a stronger life where you feel that you have stability. I also feel with the King of Cups, there's someone in and around you that is pouring a lot of generosity towards you, but I'm also feeling generosity of emotions. Somebody who can understand you, and they're really willing to share that with you at the moment. In the month of February. I think it's also you too. It's funny. I do feel that you're gaining a lot of wisdom from the things that have been. In February, there's this turnaround of your understanding, and you are feeling a lot more settled within yourself, trusting your own wisdom. So I feel a lot of that energy coming up as well for you, Capricorn. You're feeling more grounded, more trusting in yourself, and wiser for the experiences you've had in this last chapter of your life. And with King of Pentacles, well, I love that. I feel like this is still a work in progress for you, the King of Pentacles. It was in reverse. It's just a can you see yourself and be generous to yourself and generous to others? That may be something just to be aware of, is how generous can you be in your willingness to accept what is, willingness to be more in the flow of things rather than want to control, be too tight with your control around choices and situations. So yeah, let's take a little bit of a look there for Capricorn. What's this about the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups here? So sometimes when the pendulum swings, when we've been in a time where we've felt trapped and we haven't had choice, the pendulum will swing to the other extreme where things start to become more in flow, but we may have a tendency to want to hang on and control it because we fear returning to the past. So just something to keep in mind here. All right, for Capricorn, please. Yes, so again, I just want to emphasize as you move through the month of February, this has been a moment of realization of needing to stand your ground and really releasing yourself from this mental backwards and forwards that has kept you trapped in your thoughts, trapped in your feelings. It is a time where you're moving on from that. We've got the Six of Cups as well, where we're just letting the past go. We appreciate what has been, but we want to bring harmony back into your life. So it has been a very reflective time for you, and a time where you need to see your part in it as well. So, when we are disappointed about things, we can have a tendency to point the finger to other situations, other people. But the Moon card here is letting us know that in February you're having the realization of things that you needed to see for yourself that perhaps were not all that clear before, and finally mending from a period of time that has felt somewhat disappointing. So we're getting past that and moving on. Okay. All right, Capricorn, let's not dwell too much on the past here. I'm going to pull a card from the Healing Mandala. Where does Capricorn need to heal? Where's the focus for their healing, please? Meditation is a really great way for you to focus in the month of February. I love that. Meditation. All right, so let's take a look at what the oracle message here. This really has beautiful symbols of nature around the circle of this mandala here. So getting yourself out into nature, and it says here even going to the beach, having a mini vacation here from this mandala book here. Mini vacation. It's a little bit like pushing that reset button, Capricorn. It's going to help reboot your mind, your body, and your spirit, and bring you back to that place of neutrality and harmony, which is what I was talking about before. We have 2 of the 6 of Cups card that really is about coming back to a place of harmony, and I really sensed that with the 2 of Cups as well. So this is giving you a break from thinking, so that when you come back to your normal routine, you're feeling relaxed and renewed. So, you know, when we're asked to, or guided to, use a little bit of time in meditation, meditation can come in all forms. It can be walking through nature, sitting on the beach, journaling, just allowing space in your mind, space in your energy and in your body. And that's really going to help you move through the month of February, my dear friends. Let's finish that reading for you, Capricorn. If you would like a personal reading around your particular circumstances, my details are in the description box below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I love doing these readings for you. I'm not always able to do them frequently, but when I do, it really comes from my heart to your heart, and I really hope it brings some value to you. If you're looking for extra guidance, you know where to reach me. I'm available for spiritual coaching as well. All right, one last card from my Namaste Blessing deck, pulling it for you here. We have, this is the beautiful card that's come up, and on the back it says, a crystal clear blessing. You are soon blessed with great clarity. Yes, let me remind you, we had this great clarity. Your destiny is calling and your soul is shining. It's infinite wisdom. There you go. You get there. Your breakthrough. You are blessed, protected, and guided in all you do from this moment on. Well done. Remember that word determination. Keep going, Capricorn. You are going to get there and have that breakthrough and that clarity. So I'm going to wish you well, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.